Hi all, this is Param. In this video, we will see some of the anomaly detection jobs, okay, and how they have been used as on the sample data, okay. So that is what we are going to see in that, okay. So obviously, we know that there are several several type of jobs definitions are there using different wizard, right? Where is the wizards, okay? I think here I have wizard. Okay, yes. Okay, so single metric wizard, multimetric wizard, population wizard. Okay, so for all these things, that is for all these three different type of requirements. Okay, the sample jobs has been explained. That is what in part of this, that is what we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so obviously we have covered the rest of the topics. Okay, in earlier. Okay, so what are the different facilities or different features and available in the Kibana? Okay, single metric viewer and anomaly detection explorer. All those are the main important things. Okay, in that we have even I will show that. Okay, I will show that my screen. Okay, yes, fine. Okay, yeah. Uh, So obviously, the how we are going to do, how we are going to start that anomaly detection jobs. That is for first things. Okay. So first thing, what is that? You take the single detectors. Okay, use the single detectors. Using that, you start the first. You start first the your anomaly detections. Okay. Once you identify the single anomaly, once you completed the single metric wizard, okay, so by this we can understand what are the fields can be influenced. That is very important. Okay, what are the fields we can use the as influencer. So of course, very simple. If you know well about the data, okay, I mean domain data, domain functionality, then of course you can get more insight even in very quick manner. Okay, so if you are not that much, then how we can start? Okay, so obviously there are see, these are all different job wizard. Means it is not like just a different, the level of complexity, that's what I can say, the level of complexity is increased. Okay, that's what. So how you can start now? So first you start the single metric wizard very first. Okay, then you will identify the, of course, by the single metric we can identify the what are the field can be a influencer. Okay, and of course the overall behavior of the anomaly detections. Okay, once you identified the overall behavior, then you can go with the multimetrics. Okay, so multimetrics, what the I think I have explained in earlier videos. Okay, so obviously what is it is it is combination of more than one detector. That is okay, it is combination of more than one detectors. Okay, detectors can be array of. Okay, so each detector can have one or more functions. Okay, that is what multimetric wizard. Okay, so multimetric type of anomaly detections. Okay, so in this in this we can identify what are the how the influence are impacting the anomalies. Okay, how the influence are impacting the anomalies. Okay, so from the multimetric wizard we can sorry. Okay, in the multimetric wizards. Okay, how the scores are getting calculated na? So obviously each packet is on the same data. Okay, the same data has been shared by the more than one detector, and influence are shared across the detectors. These are the important factors. Okay, and the score as well. Okay, for each the score as well calculated or normalized or aggregated, whatever you can say, aggregated across the packet. Okay, and each influencer score. Okay, okay, and there is a population research. Okay, we know, right, when we have to use the populations. Okay, population is high cardinality. Let's say even in this example, what is now? See, as a client IP or single IP, I can access many URL, right? So obviously, what my access to the external URL, obviously, as I say, let's say I have a browser. Okay, I can go with any number of any I can go to any URL, right? So since there is a high cardinalities. Okay, so if you take the what are the URLs or URL field for a particular client IP or any client IP, so obviously it will be very much different value. So that's why we will say these are high cardinality. So whenever the particular fields are cardinality is more, okay, then obviously you can go for the population wizard, okay. So that's how you can decide which you want. I mean, how that's how each one is helps to move from one to level. So level by level, okay. Even we can do the forecasting as well, okay. And apart from that, okay, I want to explain some of the things about the Kibana features, okay. Where is the multimetrics? Okay, here it's okay. Here it starts. Okay, so obviously you know that fields are just fields. Okay, a number of fields. Okay, which can impact the here you can see that. Okay, where is my screen? Okay, let me go to the response code. Yeah, good. Okay, I think I had many things are there. Yeah, here you can see that influencer field I have used response code and the client IP. You can see that in the JSON itself. Okay, so this is the anomaly explorer. Here you can see the right. So what are the for 404? Okay, so response is response field used as one of the influencer field. Okay, in that, so there are it may have many response code, no problem, right? Okay, so among them 404 has the 98 value, score value. Okay, so this is what anomaly score value is 98, 404. Okay, but the sum of these across the bucket, so 101. So that means what 404 got value in different bucket. So some of those values 104 and in the 101, in the 102 98 is one of in the 90 in the 101 values 98 is one of the anomaly score. Okay, so now you can see here this is 404, right? Here you can see that here this is 404. Okay, anomaly score and these two. Okay, it's 98, right? 98. Okay, and what is the value? 1. 98 plus 1 99 or no? How come? Maybe some other value may be there. Okay, yeah, I can see that all the value, right? I should be able to see all the value. How come? Let me go with 98. Yeah, 98 is maximum value. Okay, but some of these some of the value of 404 is 101 across the packet. That's what here. Similarly, 200 is 194. I think 200 is it will be correct. 3 plus 92, 3 plus 95, right? So 95 plus 1. Okay, let's say 95. Okay, 95 plus 94, almost 180 something. 180, 19 something. Okay, 194 comes. Okay, so that's how. Okay, the 204 is maximum value is 94. I think 92. Okay, this is 94. Okay, so these are the different influences score value. Okay, for this 200. Okay, for this 200, and a maximum value is 94. That is displayed here, and some of the values are now 94 across the packet. Okay, that's what. Okay, so here you can see the top influencer. Okay, so obviously here in the response code we have other code. Well, I will say 303 or 302, maybe even 401 for something may have many things. Okay, but among them only these three code has maximum anomaly value, anomaly score. That's why only these three has been displayed here. Similarly, client IP. Okay, okay, that's what. Okay. Then of course annotations. Okay, here you can see that annotations. Okay, here of course these are the different type of annotations are there. Okay, you can come to know based on the I mean it is kind of how the models get changed its value during the course of the model creation phase. That's what. Okay, that is what annotation. Annotation just how it is changed, right? That's what. This is actually anomaly data exactly. Okay, if you want to know that what is the data, you can see the anomaly data here, even how it is in higher. Okay, okay, that is what explained here. Okay, 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 I think I explained here all the stuff. Okay, yes, here there is filter. Okay, you can see interval. Okay, it's a interval show or something. It will show the anomalies. Okay, anomalies are if you want to see all the anomalies, you can select all, or one day something. Almost only 2 to 4 options are there. Okay, maybe it will be generated automatically. We cannot give the interval, I believe. Okay, in the configurations. Okay, so obviously what is now, let's say if you want to know, if you want to see that only what type of last 1 hour or last 1 day kind of anomalies, you can see this selected data and you can see that. Okay, so that's how it will get filtered. it's kind of filtering, nothing else. Okay, interval just nothing else. Okay, usually what is in the discover, we will select the start time and end time, right? So within the time, within the durations, obviously it fits the data. So similarly, so interval we can select the what is the time interval. So in that you can identify, you can see that what are the anomalies has been identified. Okay, that is what explained here. Of course, population jobs, I told you, right? So population means when we will go for population means or not, when coordinate value is very high. Okay, so here you can see that there is a URL scanning jobs which comes with sample data. Okay, let me go to here. Okay, sample data, URL, right? URL scanning, right? Here you can see JSON. Where is the JSON? So you can identify where is the job configuration. No, no, no. Okay, here is the analysis configuration. Okay, packet spend 1 hour. Okay, detectors. Okay, this is descriptions. Okay, here they use a high distinct count. What is a high distinct count? Say what is a field? It should use URL field. Okay, so what will now in the URL field it will count which URL accessed in which time, how for how many times. Okay, so obviously let's say google.com maybe more or something like that. Okay, or youtube.com, so maybe second count. So that's how. Okay, each URL how many counts are there. So what will happen, instead of displaying all the URL and its count, it will give you only the top level. That's it. That's why we will say high distinct count. Okay. Okay, now we want to see, once we identify the count for each things. Okay, we want to populate. We want to relate. Okay, sorry, we want to relate based on the client IP from one packet to another packet, sir. Okay, so that's how it will. That's what over the field. So in which field the client IP. That is our populations. Okay, so this much of URL populated by which client IP, that is what. Okay, that is what over the field. Okay, that is what here. Okay, of course they explained one more job, but that job is not here with me. Okay, so of course you know, right, how you can create a forecast. Forecast is okay, if you are giving more value, it will take more resources. Okay, so better restrict within a week. Okay, don't go beyond, but maybe it's up to the data, or it's up to use cases. Okay, you can get the forecast value. So forecast means it will display a yellow color here. Okay, yeah, it can. So you can generate n number of forecast. Okay, so you know, right, each forecast will separate ID. Okay, so that's how you can see the forecast for while declaring, so while requesting forecast, how many days you want or how many weeks you want, something like that. Okay, that's how you will say. Accordingly, it will generate the forecast. Okay, so what is the thing now here? If the forecast, if you are giving more, large amount of values, then forecast maybe the confidence level will be very low. Okay, second, once the confidence level is very low or zero, it will stop the forecasting. It will not. Okay, so the next day confidence level will be more. The next day maybe a little bit less. Okay, less than tomorrow. Okay, that's go. Okay, so confidence level day by day in the future, it will reduce. Okay, once it reaches zero, it will stop. In fact, let's say if you are giving more value, but mostly we will give only 1 week or 1 day or 2 day, something like that. Okay, or next 1 hour or 2 hours. That's how we will. We want to know that, of course, about the forecast. Okay, so obviously forecast also, this is there for anomaly detection. That is what matter here. Okay, so the thing is, what is now the important things, what is now. So though we have the batch, actually I have one of my use cases have batch data. Okay, those batch data has actually timestamp. Okay, but that is not time series data. Time series data means it is, of course, as I said many times. Okay, it is identify the time. Okay, right. So anomaly detection jobs can be applied only under time series data. Okay, so don't try with the patch data. If you have the patch data, then go for the what is that, data frame analytics. Obviously you can identify any classification, regression, or outline detections. Okay, for those things you can try with your batch data, but for anomaly detection it must be time series data. So obviously time series data means, so we will have the time series data based where metric beat or file beat, not file beat. Okay, metric beat, heartbeat. Okay, and winlog beat, all those things will be keep on sending its status, right? So that could be the right use case for the anomaly detections. Okay, obviously it's a time series data. Okay, even log as well. Okay, so so to conclude this video, what is the thing is now? So, okay, I have explained different features or different facilities available in the Kibana in earlier videos. Okay, how you can analyze the what are the different controls available. Okay, what are the different controls available in the Kibana? Okay, and three sample. Okay, here you can see that there are three sample jobs which comes in the with the Kibana sample data. Okay, so of course this is for single metric symbol anomaly detection, right? Where is my diagram? Yeah, single metric wizard. Okay, single metric wizard. So second one is multimetric wizard. Okay, obviously since it is more, it has more than one detectors. Okay, the third one is URL scanning, which is for the populations. Okay, population kind of jobs. Okay, so there are three type of jobs. Explained how it can be analyzed using the Kibana feature, and you can see its configuration as well. So for these three jobs, if you want to know all the facts, all the values or metrics, in this page you have explained it very good. Okay, in very good manners. Okay, okay, that's all about this. Okay, so I think we have seen at least sample jobs. Okay, in the upcoming video I will show the demo. Okay, for each one independently, and even I will explain what is each configuration values meaning. Okay, meaning of each configurations. Okay, okay, that's all about this video. Thank you, thanks for watching.